This meeting is being recorded.
Hi, Stephen. Yeah, we
Hi.
are starting here. Yeah, here. This Boss did not get his partnership with Edison on his first interview. He did get a chance to work in the Edison offices at a very nominal wage, doing work that was unimportant to Edison, but most important to Barnes, because it gave him an opportunity to display his merchandise where his intended partner could see it. Months went by. Apparently, nothing happened to bring the coveted goal which Barnes had set up in his mind and his definite major purpose. But something important was happening in Barnes' mind. He was constantly intensifying his desire to become the business associate of Edison. Psychologists have correctly said that when one is truly ready for a thing, it puts in its appearance. Barnes was ready for a business association with Edison. Moreover, he was determined to remain ready until he got that which he was seeking. He did not say to himself, well, what's the use? I guess I'll change my mind and try for a salesman job. But he did say, I came here to go into business with Edison, and I'll accomplish this end if it takes the remainder of my life. He meant it. What a different story men would have to tell if only they would adopt a definite purpose and stand by that purpose until it had time to become an all-consuming obsession. Let's discuss on these 3 paragraphs. I think he has obsession of his desire, definite purpose, that there is no retreat from it. Either get it done, the definite purpose, or perish, because that is only the thing we see here in these 3 paragraphs. And he is intensifying desire to become business associate of Edison. And it's becoming obsession that he needs to have it. And he didn't waver it because, I'll try for another job or salesman job. I'll just continue and all those things. He just want to be a partner of Edison, and that is his goal, and he's intensifying it. He's working towards it, and he's displaying his merchandise every day in front of the Edison. Any thoughts, Stephen?
Yeah. So that was the key thing, what he had the definite major purpose, right? When he had set up his mind, that's what his purpose is. He couldn't take off his mind apart from that. So that is a powerful thing. When basically he was seeing the end result of that purpose, the end scene. When we always, even spiritually, we say that the one who created us, the creator, sees the end from the beginning. He sees the beginning from the end. So that's what when Barnes, when he was intensifying his burning desire, I feel that he was seeing the end scene of living the end. So when he had that purpose, as if it is fulfilled inside of his mind, that gave him that strength to stand, even though months there was nothing happening to him. So that is basically when things doesn't happen, right? When, as you said, we might think of alternative thing, or we may think to go to a sales job as per his in his case. So those all comes because of the inner conflicts, because of the doubts. Doubt, when we say doubt only, the doubt word comes from the double-mindedness. Double-mindedness is called doubt. So when you're wavering on two things, when two things are wavering inside a mind, that's where the conflict comes, that's where the confusions come. When you're single-minded, this is what my goal is, this is what my purpose is, when that's where we are less likely to second guess ourselves. Our mind becomes more aligned, which reduces the doubt or the inner conflicts or the resistance that comes forth. So that is wonderful. Actually, the major when the mind is set on the purpose, it helps us to generate a strong, consistent emotional states. In this case, it says no, the intense burning desire. That makes us to when we have that intense desire within us of that purpose, no, it really makes that uh, makes us to feel real within. So that's what I would say as you are reading this. Now that's what is coming to my mind. When we consistently maintain that desire and the purpose, the consistency, the forcing discipline, we naturally tend to be in that chosen state. It's all about the state of being where we are, even though months may have passed by, but still we are stuck to that decision and stuck to that purpose because it's meaningful, and we know that this is what our purpose is, this is what our calling is, this is what we are supposed to do. When we fix that decision and goal, when our mind is set, the mind that is set will not waver. It will go in the direction. Just like example, like how the seed put in the ground, the seed knows if the seed of an apple tree is put inside the ground, the seed itself knows that my mindset of the mindset of the seed will be to develop a apple tree. I mean, if there is a mind, if there is a spirit behind that seed, so the seed itself knows this is what my destiny is, to become an apple tree and to give apples to the people and to bear fruits in the tree. So when it knows from that, the seed within that earth naturally comes out from the darkness, from the mud, it comes out to the world seen, and gradually it comes out as a tree. The same way, even our desires, our mindset as well. What we have put in our mind of the goal, of the purpose, that naturally comes out as we hold on to it, as we know this is what my future is, this is what my purpose is, this is what my destiny is. Naturally, it comes out. Even though the days passes, even though the months pass, still we stick to it because we know that's what our destiny is. When that mind is set like that, that will produce like a seed, like how the seed of a tree grows. Even our life also comes out of that mindset. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Stephen. And the apple tree seed example is great, basically great analogy that we can understand a lot of things from it. How much a tree can grow, and as long as it can grow. But we, the human minds, have a free will that a lot of people are not been able to use it, and those who are fortunate, some people are using it and they are getting the results. Basically, the top 5% or we say 10%, and those people are using it and getting the results. But yeah, there's the same way. Basically, when the child starts to walk, if we can ask how long the child can take to walk, we can answer as long as he takes, because nobody stop anything. But when it comes to definite major purpose, lot of people will stop at first failure, maybe at second failure, maybe at the third failure. But the first failure, the stoppers will be maybe 90% or 80%. But when you go to second step, maybe last 10-20% people will be there. And when you go to third step, people will drastically reduce. And those are the finest and the top people who are the successful achievers when it comes to the people and the businesses we see. Because we see so many companies are starting and they'll come to a life, and after some days they will disappear. So we see only some of them will stay and lot of them will disappear from the market. These are all basically how they intensify, how they work with the company, how they produce the goods and all those things will be uh, according to their this thing. Because when they get failures, they'll quit. The people who doesn't quit will be basically top 5% or top 10%, which there's few success.
Yeah, that's true. Wonderful.
Yeah. Do you want to read or do you want me to continue to read?
Yeah, let me read. Maybe young ones do not know it at the time, but his bulldog determination, his persistence in standing back of a single desire was destined to mow down all opposition and bring him the opportunity he was seeking. When the opportunity came, it appeared in a different form and from a different direction than Barnes had expected. That is one of the tricks of opportunity. It has a sly habit of slipping in by the back door, and often it comes disguised in the form of misfortune or temporary defeat. Perhaps this is why so many fail to recognize opportunity. Mr. Edison had just perfected a new office device known at that time as the Edison dictating machine, now the Ediphone. His salesmen were not enthusiastic over the machine. They did not believe it could be sold without great effort. Barnes saw his opportunity. It had crawled in quietly, hidden in a queer looking machine which interested no one but Barnes and the inventor. Barnes knew he could sell the Edison dictating machine. He suggested this to Edison and promptly got his chance. He did sell the machine. In fact, he sold it so successfully that Edison gave him a contract to distribute and market it all over the nation. Out of that business association grew the slogan made by Edison and installed by Barnes. The business alliance has been in operation for more than 30 years. Out of it, Barnes has made himself rich in money. But he has done something infinitely greater. He has proved that one really may think and grow rich. Do you want me to continue?
No, that's fine. I think we can
Yeah.
stop here and discuss these 4 paragraphs, and we will move on to the rest of the things. I think, yeah, this basically he got an opportunity in a different form than what he thought. And see that it's basically we saw this winner's mindset, because when the Edison invented the Edison dictating machine, it didn't influence other salespeople that they can sell it very easily. They thought because it's a new mission, their mindset was it takes a lot of effort to sell this mission. That is their mindset. But the Barnes mindset was different, that he saw the opportunity and he said that with a belief that he can sell it at mission successfully, and he sold it successfully, and he basically so successfully that Edison gave him contract to completely throughout the country. And he basically proved that we can think and grow rich. And he did with the persistence, because he basically waited for long for the opportunity with persistence. But he doesn't know at the time that it will happen, but he has the faith, unwavering undefined faith. Basically, he has a lot of faith, applied faith or whatever it is, faith in him and the divinity and the fellow man, that he is going to acquire what he needs. That's basically the desire. The example is very well said. And that's how we need to go about it. It's all mindset. Basically, if you think you can sell it, you can sell it. If you think you cannot sell it, you cannot sell it. Because the other salespeople in the Edison office, they didn't sell it because they thought that they can't sell it. And Edison sold it because he thought that he can sell it. Because both are right. Because in these cases, it's according to the thought, what they have, and the belief in themselves, and it's basically it produces the result.
Yeah. Wonderful thoughts that you shared. The both are right actually. Yeah, whatever they believe, that's what their life is going to be. That's how they are. Whatever they believe, that's how they are going to see, and that's how they are going to produce the results. So he thought that he could sell. That means he had a different perception. He could see it. He could see that selling himself, that mission, whereas others couldn't see. So that's why they didn't believe. No, that was a good thing. What you said at last. And can you where did we start this paragraph? When I was reading
this
one point, there's the one. Okay. His bulldog determination. That was good. Actually, I was see how a bulldog determination. When a bulldog holds a bone or a flesh, it will not allow. It will not. It is not easy to leave that. It holds on so tightly. So that's how his determination was. Like how a bulldog holds the bone or the flesh and doesn't leave. No, like that. His determination was. That's a determination. That means he's so stuck in that desire until it happens, I'll not live. That's how his standing was, That's how a determination should be. It's all about it's like I see it as a mission, an assignment. When an assignment is given, no matter how what things are going around, this Mahajan, I have to do it. It's like that he took it. So that phrase really showed me how he was determined in getting the purpose fulfilled, That was one thing. And also he was more enthusiastic, where his salesmen were not enthusiastic over the mission. Down it says that. So another thing, key thing, what I noticed is he saw the opportunity. The way we see determines the way how we live in this world. When people see the challenges, one person will see the opportunity. And here we can see those salesmen saw the challenges, saw the things that couldn't be done. He saw an opportunity where it could be done. So when he saw that opportunity, that made him to move forward. So there are many. He say there is another thing which I read a few minutes back, right? Even though he expected some things to happen, but it happened in a different way, but it was aligned to his purpose. So when a person has the desire, when a person has the thought or a desire to do something which is beneficial for this for him and for this world, that the opportunities will be created in such a way that he will start to see. His eyes will start to attract those opportunities, how we can move forward. when I say this, I'll say a simple example how uh, whenever we wanted to buy a new car, say for example, I'll say my example only. When I wanted to buy a new car of that XCV 700, right? Uh, I just thought this is what I wanted to buy the car. So when I just uh, thought of buying it, whenever from the next day, from the next few days, from that day onwards, whenever my eyes started to see those cars easily. Before that, I was not seeing it. But now my eye got focused to that car. Wherever the car was going, I was able to see, oh, this car, this is what I wanted to buy. When I started to build a desire to buy, I started to see these things outside. And gradually, what happened is I bought that car after a few months. So what I'm trying to say is when we create a thought of a desire, you'll start to attract to see those things outside. So
Yeah, very.
at one point in time, that's what here Ban's um, scenario, I'm just relating to that. He had that desire, but something it came as a opportunity for him. There was an opportunity that he saw through this. I'm able to do it, you know. So that's what I was seeing in this phrase. Yeah.
Mm. Well said, Stephen. Yeah, that's basically that's how exactly the thing is there. It's
Mm,
basically, even though we just read a couple of paragraphs here, but it has very big essence in
correct.
this six paragraphs, 6 or 7
Mm,
paragraphs. That if you go after anything with persistence, you will achieve it. Things like that's
mm,
basically it's mindset. If you believe in it, if you go after anything with persistence and have applied the faith in it, in yourself, and believe in yourself, you will get it, because the perspective of how you do it. Because yeah, it's great.
correct. Yeah.
Do Can we stop here and go to the gratitude and those things, or do you want to continue this? What do you think?
Uh, yeah, we'll go to gratitude.
Yeah. Okay, let's. mm, so, we'll practice. We'll basically we'll we'll do the grateful and goal for a couple of minutes, and please let me know when you are done. Means like we'll start now. Um, yeah, we start.
Yeah.
Stephen, can we go to self-discipline and self-confidence formula? Stephen? Stephen?
Yeah, sure.
Can we go to, are you done with that
Yeah, it's done.
gratefulness?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go to self-confidence formula because we
Yeah.
have less time left. I don't know.
Mm.
Would you, will share by one or one paragraph by one paragraph, or how do you want to do? Self-confidence and self-discipline formula. First, I know that I have the ability to
You're
achieve
sharing
the
it,
object
I'm not able to see it.
Mhm. Now you can see
Yeah. Right.
self-confidence and self-discipline formula. First, I know that I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose in life. Therefore, I demand of myself persistent, continuous action toward its attainment. And I here and now promise to render such action. You go ahead, Stephen, second one.
Yeah. Second, I realize the dominating thoughts of my mind reproduce themselves in outward physical action and gradually transform themselves into physical reality. Therefore, I concentrate daily upon the task of thinking of the person who I am, thereby having in my mind a clear mental picture of the person I have created.
Third, I know through the principle of auto suggestion, any desire that I have persistently held in my mind seeks expression through some practical means of attaining the object back of it. Therefore, I devote daily to demanding of myself the development of self-confidence and self-discipline.
Fourth, I have clearly written down a description of my definite chief aim in life and am aligned with sufficient self-confidence and self-discipline for its attainment.
Fifth, I fully realize that any wealth or position will long endure when built upon truth and justice. Therefore, I engage only in transactions which benefit all whom they affect. I succeed by attracting to myself the forces I wish to use and the cooperation of other people. I induce others to serve me because of my willingness to serve others. I love all humanity because I know that only a positive attitude toward others can ever bring me success. I cause others to believe in me because I believe in them and in myself. I have signed my name to this formula and committed it to memory. I repeat it aloud daily with full faith that it will rapidly influence my thoughts and actions so that I become a self-reliant and successful person. Today's date is March 26th, 2026, and name it and sign it so it is. I think we have 5 more minutes. Shall we continue with promise or what do you do?
Yeah, promise will go. We'll continue with promise.
Okay. Yeah, promise. Yeah. I promise myself. Yeah. I'll read maybe half of it. Then maybe you can read half of it, Stephen.
Okay, let's do that. Yeah.
I promise myself to be so strong that nothing can disturb my peace of mind. I promise myself to talk health, happiness, and prosperity to every person I meet. I promise myself to make all my friends feel that there is something worthwhile in them. I promise myself to look at the sunny side of everything and make my optimism come true. I promise myself to think well only of the best, to work only for the best, and to expect only the best. I promise myself to be just as enthusiastic about the success of others as I'm about my own. Yeah, you can continue. Stephen?
Okay, I was reading on mute. Okay, I promise myself to forget the mistakes of the past and press on to the greater achievements of the future. I promise myself to wear a cheerful countenance at all times and give every living creature you meet a smile. I promise myself to give so much time to improving myself that I have no time to criticize others. I promise myself to be too large for worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear, and too happy to permit the plans of trouble. I promise myself to think well of myself and to proclaim this fact to the world not in loud words but in great deeds. I promise myself to live in the faith that the whole world is on my side as long as I am true to the best that is in me. Christian D. Larson.
Thank you, Stephen. I think this has a lot of meat in it, if you can think about it. And if you
Correct.
really, if we can adapt this, I think we will be mostly, and we achieve the, I think, what do you say? Wisdom, we achieve the, what is divinity or something, basically, enlightenment. I would say we can get enlightenment if you basically adopt this and follow this in the life. I
Correct.
think that may be the enlightenment, I think.
Yeah, these are all the wonderful spiritual principles. Spiritual principle, each line it dictates, you know. Yeah.
And I actually wants to express my gratitude and thank you to you, Stephen. Actually, what happened was, while back when we were talking first time, when I talked to you first time, you said that you are attending self-discipline camp at 3 p.m. or 2 p.m. at that time, maybe in the afternoon, while you are at work, I think.
Right.
Until that time, when I am in US, I was attending. But when I came to India, I almost completely stopped them. After you said that, then I started going to the afternoon things. Because I was in a mind that, okay, these are all night times and just forget about it. I just completely forget about that. And as soon after you said, then I started attending them. And basically, I continuously went to those things. Till now, I am just practicing to go to some of the sessions.
Right.
And sometimes I attended even 2-3 sessions. Sometimes also 4-5 sessions also. I just continued. And that's how I was able to complete my certifications.
Okay.
Because I was not feeling that much great. Because after going there, I am getting inspirations, I am getting circle. And people who helped me, coached me to get my certifications. Earlier, I was not getting the help, enough help. Some people helped for phase 1, some people helped for phase 2. But like that, I got a lot of help and doing the things. Otherwise, without you, I don't think I would have completed that.